Well, the DIY camper door saga continues, and if you're not really sure what I'm talking about, that was in the last episode, so maybe go back and have a look at that. But what we're up to at the moment is getting the seals for the doors and seeing how they're going to fit, and making a plan around that. So show you what we got, and I'll explain exactly what I want to do next. So this is the pinch weld. As you can see, it's got a channel in it, and then a hose that connects to it. The channel is supposed to just go along the plywood like that, and then underneath that hose is supposed to act as the springy, waterproofy stuff that's supposed to fit in this channel. There's a few problems with this. One is that edge is too wide, so I'd have to actually take quite a bit off this edge to be able to fit between here and here. And also, if you try and shut the door, it just sort of bunches up and tries to stick through the hole. There's no, it's too big for the application, is what I'm trying to say. So I think we're going to have to go back to the old plan of just having the waterproof seal on the inside of that seam. But before I can do that, I'm going to have to attach the frame to the camper. Also, do all the walls so that we can put the poor man's fiberglass over this edge and then down into this channel, and then around the side here, and probably even a bit inside. So I'm going to have to actually complete the outside of the camper before making this door fit, because I don't know what sort of gap I'm going to need. I'm going to have to probably still take a little bit off here, but just because it's just going to be poor man's fiberglass wrapping on this door as well, they will have to almost meet here somewhere. You know what I mean? That's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to have to get all this together. So that means making another door and getting them fitted before I do the sides, and quite possibly the cargo doors as well. So yeah, that trim's not exactly going to waste, but I'll be able to use it for some other application, but it's not going to work in this one. So I have to get cracking, make a whole nother door, and see where to go from there. did smash that door out in record time. It's so much easier with the second time around when you sort of know what you're doing in the process. So yeah, that's ready for the glue to dry now. Then we can get stuck into it tomorrow and cut the hole for the door latch in the skin and on the door latch. And then I've got to think about how to attach them to the camper with the hinges on, with the doors on, then get the doors off, and then I've got to wrap the camper. But I've got to make doors for the storage areas, so that'll be coming up soon. Well, I found a couple of hours to throw at this door here, so I've actually measured it up this time instead of just chancing it and hacking into it and doing stupid things. Obviously this door is mirrored to that one, so hopefully I've put the orientation of the door right. Handle comes in from the bottom, the same as that one. Yep, I think I've got it. Anyway, I've marked around where the door handle has to go in and the depth I have to go for that bit, and sort of lined it all up and measured, and I'm gonna have a go at getting all this stuff together. So let's see how we go. So against all my better judgment, I'm going to use the job as a workbench, and because I'm also in the shade under the tarp, so I won't get burnt. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with drilling holes this time through here as much as I can, and then when it comes to jigsawing, I only have to go and clean up the edge a bit rather than trying to get it all out with the jigsaw, which I hate because I hate jigsaws. And this bit, once we get to it, I'm going to drill in from this side maybe 3 times, so that I'm doing a cleanup, not so much trying to cut out a big chunk with the jigsaw. I reckon that'll be easier, and I should be able to get like straighter lines through it and stuff. So let's do that. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's much better than last time. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to do the same with this side now. I'm going to drill through here, try and keep it straight somehow, and then I'm going to clean everything up probably with a chisel. Much better, I believe, and I should just go on now. Oh, so easy. So now I've just got to take the back bit out of this, and so they can slide down there. Should be just as easy as doing that, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I don't know if jigsaw skills have got better, or it was the blade that I changed. It might have been the blade. Jesus, I should screw it all together, put the front plate on and mark it out. That's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about when I put the skin on, I was thinking about how I'm going to have to waterproof all different things. And I think in this case I'm going to have to waterproof all around here, specifically, maybe with waterproof paint or something, fill in the gaps here, and have some sort of skin around here so that when the skin goes on the front, I just only have to sort of waterproof a seam around it. I think that might be the way to go. But now that's another time. Yeah, just gotta take that bit out now. Like that. And that was done in record time, and it looks pretty good. Fits quite nicely, I must say. And now the last thing I have to do is actually just cut the hole in this skin for the door, and make sure the lock and everything fits from the other side in the hole. So I'll start with that hole again, and we'll get it wider and wider until it fits, I guess. Did I route it last time? I think I must have. Yeah. Not only did I use a flush trim bit, I used a fat one, so I've got a nice radius in the corner. I remember now. Let's do that. Alright, just transferred all the markings around to this side here so I know where I'm going. This should be easy and quick, I guess. And that's it, that fits pretty well. I'm gonna have to probably make a couple of little adjustments depending on how this lock fits in the door and then this skin fits over that. But you know, it's pretty tight at the moment, so there's wiggle room like before. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, I think we're on shape. We're in target. On target. In shape, on target. Yeah. Well, it has been a hot minute since I've done anything on the camper. I've been away about 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks. I've been to a place called Wouldn't have gone there if I knew it was 2 hours north of Port Lincoln, but yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, I spent a whole weekend up there, and last weekend was up at Caloundra, and just had pretty much no time since then. Bad sleeping patterns. Anyway, we're back on it. We're making doors for the storage areas, and I have a few different thoughts on how to do it, and I have to try and work that out right now. So let's have a look. So the initial plan that I had was just building plugs that went in the hole and had the old pressure latches, like maybe 4 of them on each door, so you could undo them and just take that whole door off. It'd be out of the way. That'd be cool, I guess. Or the other plan is door frame that locks at the top and then folds down 180 degrees, so that the door's just out of the way when you want to use the storage areas. I'm still really undecided, but what I think I can do is just build the doors and allow for the latches. I think. But the latches that I had in mind also were these T-handle latches, but I feel like it's going to be almost the size of the door. Not quite, but you know what I mean. They're quite big. So one here and maybe two on that one. And again, I'm mounting hardware onto a door that I don't really know very well. But I'm guessing if I built the door around the lock, it'll be a lot easier. And then hinges at the bottom. Let's do a 180. I think that's going to be the way I'm going to go with this cargo door especially. That's just for the awning. And depending on how that goes, I will replicate it for here. Weatherproofing is going to be a bit of a bugbear, but I think what I'm going to do is probably half of the width of that with ply and some sort of weather stripping, because there's going to be another bit of ply on top of here. It should sort of mate up a bit. I know what I mean. I'm just going to do one door and then we'll find out after that. Yeah, the more that I look at these latches, the more I don't think they're going to work very well. I might have to go to the local hardware shop and see if I can find some more different style. The pressure latches that you just sort of push in, that pop out when you turn the key, that sort of thing, like you find on toolboxes. I might go bite the bullet and buy a couple of them, at least for the cargo door where I'm putting the awning, and then work it out from there. But yeah, it's also a minute away from raining, so I don't know if I'm going to get anything done today. If I don't, this video is going to end abruptly, and I'll see you next time. Otherwise, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I did find something I was looking for. Some barrels, some key barrels that are key to like. I might be able to utilise these at some point. They're pretty cheap too. That's what I was thinking of, compression locks. Couldn't think of the name before. So yeah, basically these guys. Yeah. When you close, they put a bit of pressure on the door and they're lockable. But they are not cheap, I tell you. What were they? 26.38 each. I've got two of them, one for each side. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with those for the big area or not, but we're going to try them on the small area. If they don't work, I might be able to put two on the big area, or if I don't trust them, I don't know. Still trying to work it out, but we'll get this small door made first, and then we'll work it out. Also, I picked up a few 70mm butt hinges, and if I'm looking at this correctly, the profile between the frame, the plywood that's going on the outside, and the wood there is just right. Maybe. Only two bits of plywood, don't I? One for the skin on the outside and one for the door. I'll have to think about that a bit more, but yeah. I feel like I've dicked around too much. I'm running out of light. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. So what I'm going to do is move everything that I need from here into the backyard. I'm going to set up the tarp, and I'm going to put some lights up and work in the dark. Work while it's dark, under light, and see how that goes. At least I can set that up now and go cook dinner, and then after dinner I can come out and start doing stuff. So that'll be something different. It's happened again. It's only now that I realise that all this stuff is basically built to go on steel tubing that's 10x10 with a bit of sheet metal on the front of it. Yeah, I don't think this video footage is coming out at all, but anyway, Looks like I'm gonna have to rethink these doors, and most likely timber frames with some sort of aluminium face on it, which all these locking mechanisms can go on. And then yeah, that's shut me down for the night though, so I'm going to leave this video here, and you know, thanks for hanging around guys, see you next time. You idiot.